Combining all of those skills together, the art and the science, the thinking and the doing, was what resulted in the exceptional result.
What's going on, my fellow YouTube traders? Today is Friday, December 28th, and it's the pretty much the end of the year, end of the week, obviously, end of the quarter. So we had some pretty wicked moves throughout the day. Nothing like we had yesterday. Today was about a 50.25 point range. Yesterday we had a 100-point range, and on Wednesday we had this massive, historic 132-point day. Wow, that was a pretty crazy day, as you can see. So I actually lost internet connection during this time of the day, so I missed all this action, but what can you do? I still was pretty active today. I had an okay day, nothing great. I was reviewing the video that I recorded today of me trading. It was just so many trades, as you can see here, just too many trades. But let's clear this. Ended the day with a little bit over $1,000. Not too bad, nothing exciting, but as you can see, there was a ton of action. Let me kind of go over. This is an 8-tick Renko. Just because if I use my normal 4-tick or 2-tick, it's just too many rotations to show. But you can kind of see here where I was active early on in the day. Actually started shorting right here, and I got smoked on this rotation up. So I started the day down about 400 bucks, and then I kind of let it play out a little bit, and then I started shorting again, covering, and so forth. And then here I lost internet connection. So what I wanted to see here was this flush down, come back up, hold, and flush lower. That's what I was looking for. But again, during this time, I had no internet. I had no idea what was going on. I had to call my internet provider and basically complain on what's going on. But we ended up pushing all the way back to yesterday's high, which is this green line right here. We were failing. I came back in during this time, and I saw that we had failed to sustain higher, so I started to look short again. Got a little bit too early, but got this move down, covered real quick, and was actually looking for the rotation back up to around here to look for this to drop. We were trading sideways. We've been just trading sideways right here, so I was looking for this pop and then continuation down. As you can see here, I got in short and I got stopped out, so little loss right there, but I quickly switched back in. I shorted again up here, shorted again here, and it just covered on. I covered a little bit right there to even it out and actually flipped the book. So that was that. I don't think those fills are actually correct right there. I think it's because this is an 8-tick Renko chart that they're a little bit off, but I remember I flipped here. So once I was wrong on this trade on the short, I flipped and I was starting to look to the long side, and you can see here these are all my scale outs. So I was long, and then exit, 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 and that was pretty much it for the day. So overall, we didn't get that much range yesterday, and the day before we had this institutional end of day come in and rip every short's face off type of buying. And as you can see here, early on we sell off, and then we all of a sudden get some buyers and buy programs that just boom, 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 and just off to the races. I mean, we passed every statistical measure. We passed the 2 sigma, the 3 sigma for an up move, and just continued to rip up. But it was a pretty difficult trade there. And then yesterday we traded sideways pretty much. Finally get the breakdown, and then boom, get this buying towards end of day 2 o'clock after lunch hour and rip everybody's face off. And today I was looking for the same thing. I was looking for the short, and then wanted to see the continuation, and then after, later during the day, I was looking for the buying to go all the way up to actually this, I had 19s and then I had 35 that I was going to target. But once we got up here and the order flow looked weak and we started rolling, I pretty much got out of the trade, and that was that. I took no part in this drop right here. It's past the I don't trade. I'm in California. I don't trade past 11 o'clock, 11:30. So once this hits the 3 p.m. hour up in the East Coast, it's just too much movement, too much whipsaw, and it's just something I don't want to take part in, because my stats show I suck during that period and I lose money. So there was no point to do that. But anyways, that was our week. Our week was pretty much high volatility. We traded since last Thursday. We've actually just traded sideways. But in what is this? This is pretty much about 200-point range. So the volatility is definitely here. I really hope that for 2019 we continue this type of volatility. For so long we were just grinding for years, just this boring slow up move, maybe a little bit of volatility, and then just back to the grind. And now we're starting to see these big moves, and this type of action is good for day traders. It gives us a lot of opportunities. So as you can see, I was wrong early on. I went down $400, but there was so much movement throughout the day. I was still within my risk limit that it gave me a chance to get back to the green and then make some money. So this is what volatility brings. It brings options. It brings opportunity. It also brings additional risk or reward. You have to be very mindful of what you're doing and pick your spots, and really watch your risk, and it could be a good time. I want to say thank you to everybody who's joined this channel and subscribe. I look forward to having an awesome 2019 with you guys, and posting a ton of video, a ton of content, and looking forward to smashing 2019 and making it a great year. And let's just hope that we continue and have these maybe not 132-point range, but let's continue to have these 40, 50, 60-point ranges, and we can crush it. All right, guys, take care. Happy New Year. Be safe, and we'll catch you next year.
Combining all of those skills together, the art and the science, the thinking and the doing, was what resulted in the exceptional result.